melodic, progressive style rock,
dynamic in nature. We don't really repeat a lot of parts. We're really into writing songs that begin sounding a certain way and end sounding like a completely different song. We only have 3 people, so try to make it sound like a 5 or 6 piece band at any given moment.
always try to play as loud as possible.
Yeah.
Or as quiet as possible.
Yeah. Well,
We pretty much get the cops called about, lately it seems like it's been every practice just because of
they
the
probably
bass and the volume, but usually by 9 or 10 there's someone banging on the door, and up there there's not really a big deal with that, so we'll be able to play whenever. And
cops have probably come 100 times since we started this band. We've been playing out here. It's like it's pretty much once a week, and then sometimes 2 or 3 times a week. Like they'll come out, but
Yeah, definitely know the Walton County Sheriff's Department by name. Have some of their cards.
shouts out.
2 weeks on the East Coast. We played all over, as far north as Boston, to New York City, Philadelphia, Richmond, Virginia, and a few other various cities that aren't worth mentioning. But we had a good time. We did some pretty cool shows. Some were not so cool, but first run, so that's what we expected. Well, Andrew and I are brothers, so we've lived together for quite a while, up until recently. We've been kind of jamming together growing up. We both played guitar, played bass in a couple different bands together. I met Eric Solzer basically through the band that all 3 of us were in before this band. He played drums, but for some reason we drafted him to play bass,
Which I was no good at.
but we kind of maintained a friendship, and I guess he moved off to go to school, and we came back together, decided to start a band, so we moved home, and the rest is history.
We play a lot and practice a lot and try to play as many shows as possible and make plans to record, and it's just always it's always the thing. The band is definitely the biggest thing we have going in our lives right now.
I think we're going to go down and do some South Florida shows at the end of May, and right after that we're actually moving the whole band to Richmond, Virginia, to live in a house that's owned by the guy that's running our record label, Forcefield Records. He's just got a ton of room, needs some people to move in, and Richmond is much more ideal for us as far as traveling, playing shows up and down the coast. So,
Just kind of hit some new areas.